bought XLM. Yeah, XLM is one of my main holdings as well, and I expect it to move with XRP. They have very similar purposes, but XLM for a huge portion of the year of 2023 was the coin with most daily transactions. So XRP is undervalued, in my opinion. You also have the possibility to tokenize everything of value on the Stellar blockchain. So Stellar is definitely a game changer. I have been to some of the most fundamental events of cryptocurrencies in Europe, one of them being the Paris Blockchain Week, and they were everything about Stellar there. And if you, there will be in April again, and there was no sign of Ethereum. So if you want to look for the future, pay attention, especially for crypto events. I haven't seen anyone from Ethereum on Paris Blockchain Week. It was all about XRP, Chainlink, XTC, XLM. So you want to see the future of finances, you have to understand these events are projected. And there you had the CEO of the new CEO of Binance, which by the way I forgot his name right now. He was sitting on stage with Daniel Dixon from Stellar Blockchain and some other people from Ripple, and no sign of anyone from Ethereum. I see some comments here. You have people from your YouTube channel, James.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out right now. I'm trying to get everything done right now, but keep talking, brother. They should start coming in, because I expected a lot more people, and I realized I had shared the wrong YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm trying to fix it now.
It's okay, man. So, guys, it's the first time I have James utilizing this platform with this feature that we have right here, which actually stands for sharing on YouTube and also on X simultaneously. So we're definitely getting started with that, and I appreciate your patience. Let me remove this background. Yeah, I feel better without the background, actually. I have some lights on the background.
Okay.
So guys, you can actually drop some questions. Meanwhile, that James is actually trying to figure it out. Let me just fix my lights here.
Yeah, go ahead, Edo. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my Twitter. I got it now. So I figured out what I did. So let me go ahead and guys, I appreciate you guys being on with me and my brother Edo Farina. My apologies. Edo has been I took a little bit of break from going live with Edo and the Standard. Had some obviously some issues with the family, but I'm really excited. This is my brother, my little brother, as a matter of fact, in Athens. I appreciate this guy, love this guy tremendously, and I'm glad I finally figured it out. So now when we go live next time, Edo, I got it. And what it was is I shared an old YouTube account I had from way back when, so nobody could see it. Now all of a sudden everyone's popping up. So I definitely appreciate you guys being here in a big way. Now I'm on my X page, Edo. So if you want, I can actually show a couple of things that was going on as far as some of the concerns that we were talking about and some of the FUD that was going on with people.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. I saw you were there since the beginning as well. We had some people making comments. Now I think you are able to see the comments as well, James, right?
Yes, I can see everything now. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
So welcome, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here from the Edo Farina space and the Crypto for Life space and the Standard space. We'll be doing this show more often now that I'm reconnected with my brother. We talked this morning, so I'm going to be right back with him and Versan and everything that we're doing. And this is actually beautiful, Edo. Like it's amazing. I know me and you I brought this to your attention like some months ago. You figured it out better than I have. And I'm just happy to see that it actually works, that we can stream on all these different platforms. You can see a picture right here of John Deaton. So, with all this uncertainty and doubt, you can see John Deaton with his little fist pumps showing XRP unleashed. So obviously John Deaton is very bullish. There's some stuff that I want to bring up here where there was some concern. Let's see if I can bring it up here. And then we can kind of touch base and go, okay, so did you see this, Edo? I don't know if you saw this, but I'll let you make a comment on this. It says this is a new trailer. It's supposed to be a documentary that's supposed to be talking about the ETHgate issue and all those things. Did you see that?
I haven't seen it yet, man. It's actually, I heard someone commenting, but I haven't watched the trailer. And As I was saying before, Ethereum, I have a very bad feeling for Ethereum.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I can play that if you want. It's like a minute and something seconds. If you want to have everybody check out this, it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, guys. This is the documentary that's supposed to be coming out in regards to exposing a whole lot. Everybody on X is going crazy about this video right now. So let's show a little snippet of it. Here we go.
So I think you'll dig this as something that we made in the office on ETHgate. Gave a speech and they cashed it. And everybody recognizes that gentleman right there, Bill Hinman.
Bill Hinman came to the stand in 2018 and gave his famous speech where he declared that Ethereum wasn't a security. The SEC tried to allege that all sales of XRP were an unregistered securities offering.
December 21st, Brad Garlinghouse came out and basically informed the world that they were soon going to be sued by the SEC.
SEC is preparing to sue that crypto startup for selling unlicensed securities.
Can you explain your view of whether Ethereum is a security or not, but then why you believe that Ripple is a security?
We don't get involved in these types of public forums talking about any one project.
We believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions.
The SEC is trying to capture the digital asset space. They went after Ripple and specifically XRP is because it was the biggest banking and financial system.
You know, the United States government is probably the biggest bully in the world. I read the complaint and it was terrible news. People are going to lose money and people had their life savings in XRP.
All right, welcome to Regulatory Capture 101, also known as ETHgate.
Wow. So I don't know about you, Edo, but I can't wait for that to come out. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, man. I think I even feel for the people who are actually talking there. I think that's touching very sensitive subjects. You know, even myself, sometimes I question if I should put out some information about Ethereum Gate. I'm very scared they might take down the X account, whatever. No, there's a lot of censorship about this. And I do see a black swan event taking place with Ethereum. And that's why I say, guys, be very careful with any token you are holding on Ethereum chain. That includes everything that's ERC20 out there. You know, I do hold some of them, but I'm considering to actually just trade these tokens for something new, you know, because if Ethereum goes down, man, that would be, in my opinion, the most catastrophic event in the history of crypto. You know, we could actually see the whole market going down with that, not only Ethereum, you know. And out of that, I used to say that that might be the crypto reset, you know, there might be a crypto reset. And that's when eventually we can see even XRP to decouple from Bitcoin. That might be, in my opinion, a trigger, you know, a trigger that can actually change the whole scenario on crypto. I think Ethereum being the second largest market cap out there, and if we see anything that would affect that in the sense of a black swan event and Ethereum, let's say, gets flipped by other coins, what could happen? How do you see that, James?
No, I agree with you. I think I've been saying this for forever on our show, and that is, you know, it seems like every time something amazing happens for XRP, June 13th, they brought out the Hinman emails, and as soon as we got that, which should have been positive, Gary Gensler goes on this rampage and starts suing Coinbase and suing this, you know, and just goes crazy. July 13th, Judge Annalisa Torres comes and says that Ripple in itself is not a security. First thing they do is they go back and start listing all these different assets as securities. It seems like every time something good happened for the space, the U.S. government and specifically Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren has some way of fudding the market and continues with this Operation Choke Point 2.0. So for me, no, I agree with you, man. And here's what's so funny, Edo, and I wouldn't call it funny, but I said that the ultimate ace of spades would be Tether or ETHgate. And because a lot of people are so bullish, and I think that's why, you know, you have to be cautious, because if there's anything that could take this market down from this incredible hype, and you got to think about it. Right now, we've got the halving, Edo. It should be bullish as hell. Right now, we've got Bitcoin ETFs going crazy. Right now, the thing that we talked about for years, which is mainstream adoption, is in full effect. We've got institutions now starting to look to partner up with XRP. And in the midst of all this bullish news, there's still this ace of spades. I would say actually two: the king of spades and the ace of spades, and that's the possible downfall of Ethereum with all this corruption, and the possible, I wouldn't say, I don't know how you would call it, but let's say tether, and really maybe getting the full audit that we've all been searching for so long. They just seem to be able to print money out of nowhere. If you go into all that stuff that's going on right now in Evergrande in China, where they were, they've got to do like $300 billion in liquidations. Tether is caught up in all that. And so that's the point I'm trying to make, man. If something goes bad with Tether and Ethereum, while everyone's looking up saying, oh my God, here we go, that could definitely take us into a free fall.
Yeah, and usually when everyone expects a scenario, it turns out exactly the other way around, and that's how the elites are operating. That's why so many retail investors are actually doomed to fail, you know, because they just keep trusting mainstream news, mainstream agenda. Just think about when we had everyone talking about Bitcoin ETFs, and everyone was hyped, and everyone was saying we're gonna go to 100K, and you'll see all of these Bitcoin maxes out there saying that we're gonna go to 500K, and you have Bloomberg writing an article making a prediction of Bitcoin to hit 500K, and then suddenly you have the Bitcoin ETFs get approved, and price starts to plummet. You know, the price just dropped. Yeah. And if you have been following me, I was the first one telling guys, don't expect 100K, don't expect Bitcoin to actually skyrocket, don't even expect XRP to take off during these times, because most likely when everyone out there of mainstream expects the same outcome, it actually turns out the other way around. So right now, if you ask me, I'm very suspicious of the markets. You know, we were expected to Bitcoin to grow way above 40K, sorry for that. So when an asset doesn't build momentum, and that's what's not happening with Bitcoin right now, we have this price fluctuating around 40K, and it's not taking off. It's actually losing momentum. So there's the time you might expect some level of retracement. That's talking from a fundamental perspective. If we're talking about fundamental analysis, I do expect Bitcoin to retrace back to $35,000. Maybe the bottom will be in 36. But I actually excluding a macro scenario where a black swan event could take place. So we have to separate here what is expected according to the charts and what could happen outside of the charts. And that's what a lot of traders fail to identify, that there is a big scenario right now. And you named it. Tether might be one of them. Ethereum might be one of them. We have large possibilities of black swan events. Even Satoshi's identity could be revealed. I made this prediction a few weeks ago. We could even see Satoshi coming out. We could see Bitcoin being moved outside from the Genesis wallet. There has been some suspicion a couple of weeks ago where someone actually sent around, I think it was $1 million in BTC straight to the Genesis wallet, which in theory nobody has access to that. So that's very suspicious. I think we have to be prepared for huge black swan events, especially in 2025. In my opinion, it's going to be, I think the things are loading up right now in 2024, and then suddenly everybody's going to come out of shadows in 2025.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree with you. Before I make a comment on that, let me just say what's up to everyone that's here. Mike Griff in the house. Welcome to the greatest way to continue your day with your boy James, aka 68J, and Edo Farina, the legend. Guys, we've got Jerome. We got Jamie Bender in the house. Sonny G. What's up, Sonny G? Dave P in the house. Gmail Brown. What's up, Gmail Brown? Miss C888. We got my brother Mike Owens, one of my brothers out here in Las Vegas. Humble. XRP's in the house. Crypto Tales, Beekeeper 69. What's up, my brother Casey Fensky? Welcome to the greatest way. to start your day. We appreciate you guys in the major way, guys. Josh with Dad Bods in the house. We got Operation Shutdown, guys. So here's my thing, Edo. I was sitting here listening to you, and you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy, brother? The thing that can take our market down, you ready for this, Edo? It's called the truth. The truth can actually destroy this market. And that's what's so sad. When you said disclosing who Satoshi Nakamoto is, okay, that's the truth. Everyone wants to know the truth. If you talk about Tether doing a full audit, if they're back dollar for dollar for with the dollar, and they're not just printing money, and there hasn't been a high level of corruption, money laundering, and everything. We just want the truth. And the whole thing with ETHgate and how Jay Clayton purposely went after XRP because it threatened their ability to be able to control everything, and understanding that XRP was the ultimate solution for transferring money globally. We want the truth. We want to know, Jay Clayton, did you really get paid $15 million? Gary Gensler, why did you purposely go against the SEC and other commissioners there and still deem Ethereum not a security? Why did you do that? I mean, so we just want the truth. And I think the scary part about it is the truth is what could wreck this market. For so long, people have been able to operate in the gray area. People have been able, and here's what I mean by that, Edo. Number one, they busted FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. He's in prison. Okay, so obviously he did something wrong. Obviously he was misusing people's money. So that's the truth. However, you altered the truth by not wanting to disclose all the politicians that got paid. Wait a minute, you threw that part out of the court? So that's the problem that I have. Then all of a sudden you've got what Bill Himmon did. No one wants to talk about his money, right? That we just want the truth. And I think that's the issue that so many people, especially myself as an investor, it's not about XRP. We understand. The question is, why isn't XRP doing what it's supposed to do as fast as we expected? Because no one wants to disclose the truth. And that's the problem. As long as the truth is not told, institutions are scared because they understand they're dealing with the biggest bullies on planet Earth. I'll have to say planet Earth with an F. That means it's just more validated. But it's like an inside joke with me and my channel. But the bottom line is they are, they're not going to disclose that truth. And I think as long as we don't have that, it's going to continuously affect XRP, Ripple, and the price. Not telling the truth is why we're at where we're at right now, Edo. Not telling the truth is why XRP and the whole Ripple, the evolution that they're trying to do has been suppressed, because the truth has not been told. That's why.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, James. And as a matter of fact, USDT, they keep refusing, to make I forgot the word now that you said before, sorry
audit.
Guys.
Audit.
Yeah, audit it. Sorry guys, I am from Italy sometimes.
No, you're good.
Words vanish away, So they keep refusing to do it. And in my opinion, I see Tether as the Federal Reserve. I mean, if you think about the printing machines, they just keep printing money out of thin air, and that's the main problem we have in our economical system right now. And basically, if we see crypto right now, it's just somehow a copy paste of that system. The same people who design the traditional banking system, they are the ones in control of crypto right now. Just think about this for a second. I see Tether as the Federal Reserve of cryptocurrencies. They basically do the same thing. It's just a copy and paste strategy. They can actually mine Tether out of the thin air, and that's not backed by anything. That's why, in my opinion, if you go for looking for documents from World Economic Forum, Central Bank of Europe, European Central Bank, Bank of International Settlements, International Monetary Fund, they're all discussing stable coins. They're all discussing that some of the flaws of Bitcoin, or even Tether, if we talk as a matter of fact of stable coins, is that they are not backed by anything. So somehow there might be a reset in cryptocurrencies because it's not sustainable. As a matter of fact, there is not one Tether that's backed by anything real. And even if it would be fully backed by the US dollar, now my question is, what is the US dollar backed by? That's quite hilarious, right? The US dollar was backed by gold in the 70s, but I think it was in 73 that President Nixon has actually signed a decree that has actually detached the US dollar from the gold standard. And that's, in my opinion, where we have the main the epicenter of the economical crisis that we are living right now. Many people are expecting a crisis to come in the future, but if you really understand, we are living throughout a crisis. We can even jump a bit, James, on the inflation that's actually skyrocketing, and that's actually a global movement now. I see that you share some comments here on the screen. Please go ahead and talk about that for a while.
Yeah, well, yeah, you said some incredible things. I like what Gary just said. He said the end of 2025, we will see where XRP is at. I think we're in for a bumpy road. And the reason that I think 2024 won't be as everyone expected in 2023 is because it's the continuation of corruption. It's a continuation of not being truthful. It's the continuation of, like you said, with Tether. At one point, Tether actually admitted they weren't back dollar for dollar. And then they start buying government bonds. And then they start trying to buy Bitcoin. And they start trying to do all these things to kind of cover up the truth. And that is, they're just, and a lot of people feel that the 2021 run was a big part of that was predicated off of Tether printing money. And that's how we got to 67, 69,000 or whatever it was. So I definitely appreciate what you're saying. And I definitely agree with it. Says Mike Owen says World Economic Forum wants to have their hand in the direction of crypto. Yeah, they want to control. This is all about control. It's all about deceit and control. It's all about keeping people down. I say it all the time on my Crypto for Life channel. It's all about financial slavery. It's all about, and I don't mean like slavery as far as a race. I'm talking about slavery as far as people in general, the American people, and really it's affecting people globally. But it makes me sick to my stomach. I want to share something here. I'm see if I can find it. It was with let me see if I can actually find it here. It was with let's see if I can find it here. Guys, give me a second here. It was an actual, I think it was it Argentina? No, I believe it was Argentina. And the president said they will no longer tax anyone for their Bitcoin. They didn't say all of crypto, but for Bitcoin. And it just, and I say that when you look at Argentina, when you look at, what's the other one? El Salvador, and how they just seem to, it's all about the people. It's all about the economy. It's all about doing what's in the best interest of their people. And that's not what we're dealing with here in the United States. In the United States, they want to keep us in the matrix. In the United States, they want to keep us enslaved. And I think that's the issue. That's what we're fighting here, guys, is a country that we love that just doesn't seem to be loving us back. And that's just really the simplistic answer to what's going on is control. What do you do when you want to keep your people enslaved? You control them. You FUD them. You treat them like crap. You do everything you can do to keep them down. I mean, is that not the epitome of what we're dealing with right now, guys? I mean, let's just keep it 100. And for those of you guys that don't know my show, my Crypto for Life channel, I'm waiting for Edo to come back on, but this is our Crypto for Life channel, guys. Make sure you go over here and subscribe. All the latest and greatest information. I don't think actually, it's because I'm not sharing that. So let me go over here and share this. Maybe I can share it while I'm waiting for Edo to come back. We'll go back here and reshare the screen. I know I had an issue, so it looks like Edo's probably having some issues too. So this is our Crypto for Life page. You guys go over here, look it up, check us out. We've got so much incredible information. If you go to our live streams, we deal with issues just like this. Whether it's incredible stories like Mike Owens, who's in the stream here, who turned 30 grand into 300 grand in 60 days with LCX, or the Chris Larsen hack, or strategic things you can do, not financial advice. Nothing we talk about should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. But for those of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is James, aka 68J. I'm gonna just throw some stuff in here until Edo comes. I've been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. My background is ex-pro basketball player, business owner for 20-some odd years in California. We've owned everything from car lots to cell phone stores to semi-pro basketball teams. And we're actually back out. We're actually just moved out here to Vegas. Me and my wife, crypto literally semi-retired me and my wife. We've been traveling for the last 4 years, Hawaii, Sonoma County. We're back out here in Vegas where we bought a bunch of properties and stuff like that. And we're about to do some business things out here. So I don't say that to impress you, but it's just to impress upon you that what's Uncle Buster? Uncle Buster's in the house. So guys, we've got a very unique family where we tell the truth. We don't tell people what they want to hear. We tell people what they need to hear. So if you guys get a chance, go check out all the incredible content. We've got celebrities. We've got people in Forbes. We had Dr. Shivon with me and Edo. We've got incredible interviews with some phenomenal people. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you check it out. My boy Edo Farina's back, so we're going to get back into it. Edo, I was kind of keeping them busy with the Crypto for Life page, showing them how to join and check some things out. But going back to what we were talking about, Edo, that's really what it's all about. So you shared this with me, Edo, and I want to talk about that. This was one of the someone in the XRP community who was very bullish, as you were telling me about XRP. So one moment you see, he says, "I come to remind you that holding XRP requires the biggest conviction." I mean, he said that with so much emphasis and beliefs, the biggest conviction of any investor has had. If you have any doubts, you'll tremble and stop before the finish line. We're almost there. Don't give up. I mean, that's literally the premise of what he was saying, Edo, right? And this was December 4th, 2023. This is right before the new year. So here we go. Same guy. Let me see. Let me get down here real quick. Same guy, different tweet, January 30. So we're not even talking about maybe a month and a half, Edo. He comes back and says, XRP is the biggest distraction and scam of all assets combined. Brad needs to go to jail like Do Kwon and Sam. He's lining his pockets and all this kind of FUD. And I say all that to say this. This is just one example of the fact that people, and I'm not here to pick on the guy, but this is a time where people's beliefs are being tested. And when it comes down to that, like one of the things that we talk about on my Crypto for Life show is having a strategic plan, Edo, and we can get into that if you like to. But I always talk about you got to have, number one, a strategic plan. Number two, you have to do your own research. The better you are as far as your research, and the better your plan is, the less you'll be affected by number three, which is controlling those emotions. The emotions is what kills people. And see, if you've done enough research on XRP and what's going on with ETHgate and everything else, you won't be routed where 1 month you're talking about, let's go, XRP army. And just, I don't know, a month and a half later, you're talking about, oh my God, it's crap. That doesn't tell me that you've done your research big enough, or maybe you've been wrecked. I don't want to pick on the guy or anything like that, because I know everyone has different belief systems or whatever the case may be. But my faith in this company and the due diligence that I did is strong. And so let's talk about that maybe, Edo, as far as that. And also, I'd like to ask you a personal question. If we didn't have Bill Hemmon's situation that he had, and this is something I've heard many people talk about, and the whole corruption with the SEC, Elizabeth Warren, and so forth, where do you think, and I'm not asking you to give some like actual price, where do you think XRP could be today if none of that stuff had happened? If it was treated like Ethereum or Bitcoin or anything else, where do you think, just hypothetically, XRP could be at?
Yeah, that's a difficult question, but I'm going to get to that in a second. But first, let me address, it's very sad to see so many people who are actually in disbelief, I think people have to handle their emotions, because I see his comment comes out from, well, it was made in the same day we had the Chris Larsen account being hacked. So we have to think for a moment, is a 3 cents fluctuation capable of making someone to quit holding an asset? I don't think that makes any sense, because crypto markets are extremely volatile. So if you're going to make your financial decisions based on a 3 cents price fluctuation, I think there's something wrong with your mentality. I think you're not making the wrong choice. And that makes me very sad, because I see someone who was stating openly that he has so much conviction in XRP, and then he just quits because we had an event which took place, which was Chris Larsen wallet getting hacked. Now, that being said, I think one of the we have a great tweet here from King Dogo. By the way, we're going to have X Spaces on Sunday, guys, so we're looking forward to have you. Do you remember what time is that, James, so we can tell them?
Let me see. I can go right to the. I can come back here in a second. I can go right into there and see. I know Jack the Rippler. We were talking to Jack the Rippler right here. It looks like he says we have agreed to 9 p.m. and it looks like it's Sunday, right? So 9 p.m. on Sunday. Let's see. I don't see the exact time here, but it just says 9 p.m. on Sunday. I guess, is it this Sunday? Is that right? 9 p.m. this Sunday? Yeah. And that's Greece. So I think that's going to be, if I'm looking at the messages between all of us, that's Greece time. Let's see if I can get Edo available around that time.
My time is going to be 9 p.m., guys. So if you are in Europe, it's going to be 9 p.m. Greek time. Meanwhile, while James is figuring it out, the time, guys, let me know in the comments, where are you located in? Are you guys in the US? Are you guys in Europe? So drop some comments here. I'm curious to see which countries are you in. I am in Greece, by the way. James is in the US, of course. So
Yeah. Let's see. I'm out here in Vegas right now, Edo. So yeah, definitely share where you're from, guys. I do believe that as well, Uncle Buster. I think that if it wasn't for all people fail to realize there was a time where XRP was the #2 asset on CoinMarketCap. And so, you know, with and people fail to realize that the government actually at one point tested XRP. So, I mean, it's just all this is just definitely a strategic move to dethrone what XRP could have done. And I think that's a fair assessment at around $8 or $9. And that's just, I think that's a fair assessment. I definitely do. Josh is from
just
Texas.
to answer that question, since I haven't answered, you know, yeah, do you have people in Texas? Many of them are in the United States, I can see. Anyways, yeah, I would say it's so difficult to give an amount. Well, one thing for sure, above $10, in my opinion. That's a fact. I even expected after XRP was deemed a security, if we would be trading, actually, if we would be in a rational market, which makes no sense at all, that after XRP was actually deemed a security, we didn't jump way above all-time high. I mean, we hit all-time high based on speculation. We're talking about 384 in 2018, but we didn't get above $1 when we have the greatest news of the history, which it's XRP not being a security. So this market doesn't make any sense. Somehow talking about it's highly manipulated. You have to understand this just as rigged as the stock market and
I agree.
Commodities, gold, silver is all rigged. You have to understand the game so you can be played, in my opinion. So I don't like to make crazy price predictions, but we're talking here about not only cross-border payments, but about tokenization of everything. You know, when we talk about tokenization, I think people sometimes focus only on cross-border payments, but the XRP ledger is capable of tokenizing everything of value onto the ledger. So we can talk about the tokenization of commodities, stock, gold, silver, even collectible cars, real estate, anything that costs more than $10,000 can actually be tokenized. So that's a huge market. And I think a great comparison would be that, in my opinion, we are like around the year of 98, 99, you know, when the internet started to actually pop up, but it was actually not yet mainstream. And if you just look 5 years later, 3 years later, everyone had internet already, even though we didn't have smartphones, but everyone was starting to get connected on the internet. So I see that we are in a transition that's going to be very similar. And once utility kicks in, and I remind you that XRP is extremely scarce. If you just think from the perspective that every transaction burns 10 drops of XRP, that makes that the supply is always continuously decreasing. Not only that, but you have all the XRP that's also placed on reserves when anyone has to set a new wallet. So that makes it extremely scarce. And it's just basically the principle of supply and demand. No, there will be a high supply, there will be a high demand for XRP. That will make the supply to be scarce, and that will occasionally cause the price to skyrocket. That's my opinion.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you in that. And no, I definitely appreciate that assessment. And yeah, we definitely have some people from all over the place: Tennessee, Texas, Alabama. That's awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. And definitely, I think because me and Edo, again, haven't done this very much as far as trying to stream all the platforms, we will be definitely well prepared for the next stream, because there's a lot of stuff we're still trying to figure out. But anyways, going back to what you were saying with King Dogo, this was definitely something I found very enlightening and amusing at the same time. He says people giving up on crypto means that they aren't made to be rich. If you can't just buy and hold / hodl, I would say, even if you're at a temporary loss, you deserve to clean my private plane. That's funny as heck. I'm sorry, that's funny. Oh, I like you. Oh, yeah, King Dogo.
That was a great one for King Dogo.
Definitely that. Let me see if there's anything else that you want me to cover on here, Edo. Anything that you have in your X page that you want me to share?
I don't have anything in my mind right now. Next time I might take the risk myself and share the screen. I was a bit scared that it would affect my internet connection, you know.
Right.
I didn't have the best here in Greece. It's not my fault, guys. It's actually a problem that it's in Greece, you know. I don't know why, but the internet here is not so great sometimes. So I was scared that sharing my screen would actually affect the connection, you know.
Which is weird, because normally when we streamed, is always on your end that we have an issue, and today it seems like it was on my end, which, so I guess I got a taste of what you go through all the time.
Yeah, man, did you see? It actually takes you a lot out of the flow state. It's actually terrible.
Yeah, no, definitely that. Did you read this article here where it said Argentina eliminates all taxes on Bitcoin?
Yeah, I have seen they have the new president. He's
Yeah,
making some great waves. I saw this guy, by the way, that say the 3 major reasons for selling XRP. I say he won't be missed. Goodbye, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just another story, and the reason that I shared this is not only for what he said, but the reply up above here. And it's just again, it's amazing to me, and I know me and you talked about this a little earlier, how many people whose faith has been who've been literally shattered just because of, what's happening. And I'm not saying it's not warranted. I'm just saying that, know what you hold. It's human. I guess you wouldn't be human if you're not upset, or I was reading something the other day where it was talking about XRP's price today is where it was at, when Bitcoin was at a certain, price point, which is very cheap, and seems like everything else has been moving but XRP. But again, there's reasons for that. So.
Yeah, and you can definitely counterfeit that if you watch the repetition of this streaming. If you just join now, in the beginning, I share a great strategy. You can diversify your investments. Don't go 100% on XRP if you can't tolerate sometimes lack of movements on the price action. That happens. You see many coins eventually taking off, and sometimes XRP is just there struggling around 50 cents, 45 cents, 55 cents. All the way this last year we were expecting the price to go higher. So you really have to, first of all, not be affected by small price fluctuations, guys. And that's why you have to diversify your portfolio and have your mind on the long term. I think it's one of the greatest technologies out there. I don't see any blockchain that is capable of handling so many transactions per second without going down. You have competitions like Solana, but they have been halting down every week. So it's not definitely a choice for the banking system to take something like Solana. On the other hand, if we just go beyond the blockchain, beyond this distributed ledger technology by the XRP ledger, you don't even have any other one that is incapable of partnerships. What Ripple is capable of doing, the connections that Ripple has behind the scenes, you don't have any other blockchain near to that. And that's why to this day XRP is still my main holding on the portfolio. But as I said, I am diversified. I am not 100% on XRP.
Yeah, and I think that's very smart. I mean, I don't think anyone should go Hail Mary as far as that. We talk, one of the things I talk about is the 70, 20, 10 dollar cost average strategy, and also the 25, 25, 50 taking profit. And that's some of the things that we share on our stream. But I know you and Versan talked about this, and I think you probably know a little bit more than I do as far as the AMM. And right here, there's a post here where it shows Ripple CTO explains how AMM feature will enable XRP holders to earn passive income. What do you know about that, Edo? And whatever you know, can you kind of explain that? Because that sounds like something that the whole XRP community is very excited about, as am I.
Yeah, MMMs have just been approved on the XRP ledger. By the way, take this time, James, go to my page right now.
Yep.
And we can actually watch a video together here. So we're going to see David Schwartz explaining how it's going to work, this liquidity pool of XRP that's going to allow people to make passive income. Doesn't necessarily mean that it will not have a risk associated with that, of course, but it's definitely a great way that people are going to be able to generate passive income and also increase somehow the volume. It's also going to facilitate the life of traders. So yeah, that's the video. This is actually a piece of gold by David Schwartz.
Okay, perfect. So you want to go ahead and play it?
Yeah, play it. You can play it, and I'm going to mute myself for a while.
Okay, brother. I'll play right now. Here we go.
Near and dear to my heart, the automated market maker specification. I almost said automated money maker, which actually is kind of, it's actually pretty apropos, right? AMMs will harvest volatility for yield. Volatility will drive market makers, which the AMM makes a spread, right? It takes a movement in price to really drive that volume. And of course, volatility increases arbitrage of profits because the AMM gets more out of balance more, and the AM gets a cut of those profits through the auction mechanism.
So this could really turn the volatility of a digital asset from a downside to an upside. Super excited about it.
Automated market makers on the XRP ledger could be a game changer, uniquely positioning it to leapfrog other DEXs. Liquidity providers will get better returns through the inherent execution advantages of the XRP ledger that I just mentioned, and a sort of secret sauce that will allow liquidity providers to get more of the profits normally lost to arbitrage, and it will be bolstered by incentive programs. Traders will get better pricing and better order execution due to integration with existing order books. They won't have to change anything they do. You'll be able to execute the same payment and trading transactions on the XRP ledger. You'll get more liquidity and better payment and trade execution.
And it'll be bolstered by incentive programs.
So the fact that the XRP ledger fees are lower is going to mean more of that money that would go to arbitrageurs stays with the people who are staking the pool. And that's what you want, because if people don't stake the pool, there's no liquidity. You want the stakers to reap the rewards of their staking so that there will be these deep pools of liquidity. And then with the mechanism that we're working on that will allow the pool to recapture much of the profits that the arbitrage makes, almost as if the pool were arbitrage itself, we're hopeful that that will incentivize very, very deep pools of liquidity on the XRP ledger that will make movement between tokens very efficient. So that could be, I think that could be a game changer. Near and dear.
I think you are muted, James.
I was saying, no, that was an amazing video. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I saw that you and Larsen had an incredible interview with this gentleman here talking about BRICS, the rise of BRICS. And is anything from that you could recap and kind of tell us what that was about so people can go and take a look at it?
Yeah, man. Actually, I think many people that are here today, they have watched that. But I think Larsen made absolutely phenomenal points. I'm not sure if you watched this video here, but I definitely recommend you also, James, to check this out. Okay. We talked a lot about BRICS. We talked a lot about what we expect to happen to XRP. We also talked about the FUD that was going on. I think Larsen he just made some amazing contributions to the space yesterday. So I definitely recommend everyone to watch that short video right there. And to add on top of the EMMs, the automated market makers,
near and dear to my heart.
We have seen a huge politicization of that topic because we had validators that somehow were delaying the approval. Well, there's two sides of the story. You know, there was the validator saying that they found some bugs on the system and they were not approved. And then you have Ripple, who has the interest of passing the amendments because it's from their interest to pass the automated market makers on the XRP ledger. Well, we have some lessons out of that.
Okay.
First, Ripple doesn't control the XRP ledger, so you can clearly see that sometimes they even struggle to pass amendments. So all of that policy that comes from Bitcoin maximalists that the XRP ledger is centralized, I think the last weeks were a huge proof that the XRP ledger is fully decentralized. Now, it's going to be live, I think it's on the 14th of February. So if anyone is wondering how it actually works, I can actually break it down. Make it quite simple. Basically, you have to reach 80% of consensus on the ledger, so that comes with the approval of. Right now, we have 35 validators, so 80% is 28 votes. So basically, why is the XRP ledger so secure? Is because in order to reach consensus, you need the approval of 80% of the validators for a period of 2 weeks. And basically, imagine if anyone wants to, let's say, a malicious attack against the ledger, you would have to gain control over 28 entities. Do you even realize how difficult would that be, having in mind that you have a vast amount of validators? Some of them are exchanges, some of them, like BitThro, runs a validator, and then you have all of these decentralized entities. So it's literally a decentralized system. In my opinion, far more decentralized than proof of work. I see you going through XRP Healthcare now.
Yeah, I'm just showing. I want to show as you're talking, just things that you're affiliated with. How people can actually access all this here through your Twitter space. For those of you guys who don't know what Edo is, connected with, maybe you can kind of explain that, because I do know there's some people here in my group that may not know that as well.
Yeah, guys, just as I was explaining, I was giving some insights here on how it works to pass an amendment on the XRP ledger where you need a consensus of 80% of the validators. Nowadays we have 35 validators, so you need the consensus of 28, and basically the MMMs were actually approved, and it took some time. Everyone was expecting it to happen quite earlier, and that shows that Ripple is not in control of the XRP ledger. That's a great sign of decentralization. Now, you were showing that XRP Healthcare is actually a token that is issued on the XRP ledger. I am the head of social adoption. I really know a lot that's happening inside the project, so I definitely recommend everyone to have a look at XRPH. Not a financial advice. Go on X, do your own research, access the website. Everything's there for everyone to access.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it, man. So yeah, no, that's great stuff. And so why did I hear something like February 14th? What is that like? I heard that on February 14th is when everything was supposed to be, I guess, voted on, or maybe that's the time frame.
So that is how it works, James. It has been voted out, and that's you have to understand why it's so difficult to do something malicious on the ledger, because now the votes are on. You reached consensus, 28 votes, and now you have to maintain these votes during a period of 2 weeks. So people can still change their minds about it.
Oh,
So
I see.
momentaneously approved, and now it's even beyond 28. I think it's already 30 votes, which is more than 86%. So for a period of 2 weeks, if all validators maintain their votes, then we're going to be the implementation of the MMMs going live on the XRP ledger, and that's how it works. So let's imagine a hypothetical scenario here that someone tries to overtake validators, someone tries to do something malicious on the ledger. They not only have to gain control, but for any changes to be implemented, you need a period of 2 weeks. So that's more than enough time for anyone to recover their positions, you understand?
Nice. I like that.
That's why the XRP ledger is so secure, and that's what so many people fail to understand, you know?
Right. I like that. So anything else you want to cover, Edo, as far as that? I know you got Alpha Huskies here as well. Anything you want to explain with that one?
Yeah, the Alpha Huskies is also an NFT collection that is on the XRP ledger, and we just created this decentralized and also brilliant community that is actually on Discord. So people actually grab one of the Huskies and they are granted access to a private Discord group, which stands for a networking, a private networking of individuals who are connected. I definitely recommend everyone also to check the Alpha Huskies Club with King Dogo is the founder. I am the manager of the Alpha Huskies Club. So that's also a great thing over there, guys.
Well, thank you very much for that. And also for those of you guys who didn't get an opportunity to check it out, make sure you guys do me a favor, go over and check out our Crypto for Life page. I saw that one of the guys here, Jamie Bender, had made a comment about celebrities, and it wasn't to impress anyone as far as the celebrities that we have. What it was more so is people who are involved in crypto, from your everyday average person to people who are worth millions of dollars, to like Kevin Mullins, who's in Forbes magazine. We talked to him about crypto, to certain celebrities that we see in movies and talk to them about crypto. So we just have a channel that talk a lot about different topics, strategies, what's going on, and I definitely appreciate you guys in a major way supporting the channel as well. So do you have a YouTube channel as well, Edo, that I can go to, or is that pretty much it?
Well, I have. It's actually Edo Farina. If you search Edo Farina Alpha Lions Academy, you guys gonna end up in my channel, and then from there they can just subscribe. You know, it's the next section for me. You know, I have the large following on X, and now somehow I'm experiencing more with YouTube, and have been having some great results there as well. It's actually awesome. I don't have it linked, but if people go to YouTube and search Edo Farina Alpha Lions Academy, you're gonna find my channel, and it's the same profile picture that is there on my background. You know.
Yeah, there's some people that might not know how to actually get to that. Let me see if I can actually get to that and show people that. So if I go to YouTube here, hit share, and then I go in here and search it. It's called what again? Say it again.
Yeah, search my name.
Edo Farina. Okay.
Yeah, I think if you search my name, you might find it. But let's see.
Right
yeah,
there.
That's it.
Boom. All right, you guys do me a huge favor and go over here to my brother Edo Farina's Alpha Lions Academy YouTube page. Make sure you hit the subscribe and hit all so you get all the latest and greatest information. Love this guy, Versana, his brother, man. These are some very brilliant guys. Also go over to their page, which would be, so here's Edo Farina. And then if you get an opportunity as well, our other brother, which is Versan, and that would be, let me see if I can find it here. Black Swan, is that correct?
Yeah, I think his username on X, that is it, Versan. I see,
okay.
Jamie, he says, I found Farina's name from doing my research on XRP. Yeah, thanks for that, man. I'm doing a lot of research. If you guys follow me, I spend a huge portion of my day just researching on documents, and it has been a long journey. Now it's actually, just for you guys to have some context, why I'm not so coherent anymore. It's actually midnight here, so I actually had more streamings. I had a Spanish streaming before, so I'm very tired now, but I'm very delighted that we have the opportunity, James, to be interacting with so many people, sharing so many information, educating. So I'm working on my passion, guys. That's why I can be here at 5 a.m. I don't care, Thank you for everything, guys.
No, definitely that. And I'm excited to connect with you. I know you guys have XRP events out there in Greece. In that part of the world, we have an XRP Las Vegas event coming up May 3rd and 4th of this year. And man, I would love to get you out here in Las Vegas. So let's make sure we talk about that offline. I got to renew my my passport, which me and you talked about some real estate opportunities out there that I'm really, really excited about, especially some of the stories that you've told. And I know that you've invited me to several XRP events out there. So I'm looking forward to the wife and I coming out there. Maybe I'll bring a couple of the Crypto for Life members out there with me as well. Give an invite.
Yeah, James, in April, there will be the Paris Blockchain Week.
Okay.
Which it has been my favorite crypto event. And well, if you manage to come, it will be in France, it will be in Paris. And yeah, I have some tickets. I am a media partner for the Paris Blockchain Week, so I definitely have been working to help them to get this event widespread. And well, Ripple was there last year and it's going to be again. And I do believe that we might have Monica, the president of Ripple, coming again. We might have Daniel Dixon from Stellar. It's the top of the top. Trust me, this event is, in my opinion, the best one I ever been. It's
if you got a couple tickets, I'm not going to give you 100% yes, but I'll give you about a 70% because I know I don't have to twist my wife's arm if I say Paris.
Yeah. Oh, and James, by the way, man, it's incredible because this event happens inside. You have Louvre, which is the most famous museum in Paris, and then you have the Carrousel du Louvre, which is just in front of Louvre. It's inside Louvre, and basically you have the Paris Blockchain Week, which for a week happens that you have to be inside Louvre, man. It's just like, it's fantastic. Wow. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. And make sure you send me some information so I can share that with my wife so I don't forget it. So if you send that to my ex DM, I'm going to bring that up to her, and I'm sure she'll want to come to that. Along with that,
awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then also for any of you guys that may be down in Las Vegas, let us know. Not only we're going to have an XRP event with Brad Kimes, and I think Digital Asset Guy is going to be there. I believe Joe Katz is going to be there. Obviously, Brad Garlinghouse showed up last year, so we're really, really excited about that. There's also going to be a XRP. I think it's called the Moon Party with XRP Bags, Lady E, Crypto, Tails, and those guys. I'm not sure if Tails is coming for sure. Uncle Buster should be there, and all those guys. And then we're also going to have a VIP little meetup that I'm going to be putting together. I think I might be reading some slingshots so that some of the, once I get some confirmation of the Crypto for Life family, IBF family, shouts out to my boy CKJ, shouts out to the IBF, shouts out to Crypto for Life, and shouts out to my brother Edo Farina and Versan. Anything else you want to add out to that, my brother?
I just want to thank you, everyone that was here with us. We have many people commenting. I just want to deeply say that I thank you all for taking place. And we're going to see you soon. We now have Sunday. It's going to be the X Spaces. Next Thursday, we have again live with Versan. And yeah, we're going to update you guys soon with more lives that we have coming.
Nice. Love it. So guys, for those of you guys who are on, we appreciate you guys in a major way. I may be going live a little bit later on today for the Crypto for Life family. Edo, when can we expect another live with you, with yourself, me, maybe even Versan here in the near future? I know we're going live Sunday with me, you, King Dogo, Jack the Rippler, and maybe some others. I'm not sure who's going to be in that, but that's this Sunday at 9 p.m. Greece time, which I've got to figure out what time that is. So right now, what time are you right now, Edo?
And now it's actually 11:47 p.m. So it's almost midnight.
Okay, so it would be that would be so I guess it's going to be 12 o'clock then. So 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which would be 9 p.m. Athens or Greece time. I'm not really sure where that falls in as far as the Central to Eastern, whatever it is. But definitely, guys, tune in Sunday. And then when can they expect you, myself, maybe Versan, to continue on with the standard and what we've created here?
I do believe next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 12 PST. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So anything else you want to add on, Edo, before we get up out of here? Besides, I want to recognize the people here in the, I don't know if you want to do that, but we can definitely recognize some of the people here in the group. Crypto Navigator, thank you so much, my friend. Crypto Tells, Baller Not One, Mike Owens in the house. Jamie Bender, thank you for being here. Nez Force is in the house. We got Josh with Dad Bods, that's the CFO over there. Andrew T's in the house. What's up, Andrew? Appreciate you guys in a major way spending your afternoon hanging out with us. Dave P's in the house. Welcome, Dave P. Jose Velasquez. What's up, Jose? Welcome to the show, my friend. Gmail Brown, I see you. So who's this? It looks like Lil. Lil's in the house. Uncle Buster's in the house. Appreciate you guys in a major way. I may actually be going live again tonight, guys, just for the Crypto for Life family. Anybody else that wants to join in Crypto for Life, IBF, Edo Farina's group. Anything you want to add, Edo, before we get out of here, my brother?
Just want to thank you, everyone, and we'll see you guys soon.
Appreciate you guys. Much love. It's your boy James, aka 68J, and Edo Farina. Until next time. Peace.